This is one of the biggest sugar maples I've ever seen. It's big. I don't know if you can tell how big it is, but it's big. Pretty much everything except for those last 3 branches. My buddy's coming to help me just to rig it. I was gonna rig it by myself, but this is a big tree and it's a big rig, and that is a roof, which we don't want to crush. We want to save this from destroying this house. So sugar maples tend to grow when they're out here, a nice beautiful wide canopy, but then you get included bark, included trunks, multiple trunks. If it was in the forest, see, those maples don't have tight crotches. That's one of those red Norway maples. There's no tight crotches there. Here, with this big tree, it's normally a forest tree. If it's a forest tree, it's gonna have mainly one trunk. But when it grows out here, with sun all around it on top of a hill, it grows lots of side branches and trunks, which is beautiful. But you see this water coming out here? It's water. It's rotten inside. And when it gets cold, it freezes and thaws and this thing can split. And that's a giant tree in a relatively small house, but it was half dead already. It already had vascular rot, which I'm assuming was because somebody hit the trunk around here when it was younger with the weed whacker or the lawnmower. And then that's how you get vascular rot. It goes from the inside. See how it's not a nice white maple color? It's got the vascular rot, some sort of fungus infection, you know. That's what happens. And I was telling the guy, it's usually because the roots come up and you hit them. He said, well, I haven't seen any roots come up. I said, well, around the trunk when the tree's growing, people use weed whackers and they hit the roots that are coming up and put dings in them, little cuts. And you could see throughout the tree vascular rot. See, from the inside it's rotting. I've seen maples, most of them have this when you're removing them. They have some kind of rot because they're next to a sidewalk or they're in someone's yard and people mow them. They hit the mower's hit. I was in Connecticut though, and I saw I was taking down a big hazardous maple. It didn't have the vascular rot really, but it just had multiple trunks because there was a lot of sunlight from the side. And when I looked at when we cut it up, it was basically white. The inside of it was a sugar maple. Had none of that brown you see everywhere. It affects the tree. It goes all the way up. It's like an infection to the tip. And this was live. So it was still live, but it's rotting from the inside out. And half of it was dead, more than half of it. But the other side was still living. And I mean, if you left it like this, even if you stumped it, this tree might come back. But it's just really the reason we're taking it out is because we don't want that to crush the people and their house and their power line. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. I'll try to video the rigs too that are coming. My buddy's coming pretty soon. Should be able to get some nice videos. Okay. God bless you. Talk soon.